And wow, we are back. 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 That was hard. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tater Don, and we are back again with another installment of Toke with Tay. Been missing y'all, man. What's good? There's been a lot been going on. Let me keep y'all informed. So, as you can see, we got a new location here. I'm loving this location a lot better. I'm in a better community. Just able to film Toke with Tay with ease and comfort. So, it's been a little bit of me setting up, getting the computer, the studio stuff set up since I've been here, and we back now, man. And we got a very special episode of Toke with Tay coming at y'all today, because today I would like to review not only my Puffco, but also my glass rig for you all. So I'm gonna be doing a comparison between glass rigs and or electronic rigs. And let's get going, man. This is Toke with Tay. We're going to be doing some live rosin from CEC today. Today I have the flavors. Lemon shortbread. Got some lemon shortbread. Got some garlic breath. And then we also have, to finish things off today, some Tropicana banana. And I'm not going to be doing 2 dabs per rig, but I am going to be just switching back and forth and talking about the differences that you could go through having a glass regular rig, which is more going to be for power, and your electronic rig, which is going to be more for convenience or exact temperature dialing. I have a little checklist I want to go down with you all. So, regular glass rig, most of the times it's going to be just a little bit less convenient or louder in comparison to the electronic rig, because when you're starting up the glass rig, you have to do it with a torch. You're going to be taking a torch to your chamber here and heating it up so that you can produce your dab. If you were in a place where it's like you don't want anyone to know you're dabbing, or you're just in a situation where you might have roommates or someone who don't like dabbing or something like that, it could be a less convenient method for you, just off of the fact that they could hear that torch going off, and it's just a little bit less convenient. I will say that one great pro of having a glass rig is from the Puffco, you're going to be getting a bigger, a more powerful, a more fulfilling hit from a glass rig. The Puffco is gonna be, you'll get like a smaller, you'll get like 3 or 4 hits from the Puffco. Whereas in the glass rig, you're probably gonna just be taking one powerful, fulfilling hit. Another thing is with the glass rig, you're gonna have to time out your temperatures. So what you're going to do is start it off with a torch and heat it up to a certain temperature, but you don't want to take that harsh full-on hit. So what you're going to be doing from that point is you're going to have to do like a 50-second, I usually go from 45 to a minute wait, where the glass could actually cool down and be ready, so that you could get a flavorful and a more smoother hit than that harsh hit that, even when I first started, I took a lot of those. I didn't know that you have to have certain methods with just doing glass hits, and we would get the thing fire hot, drop our dab right on there, and it just be floating up, and you blow your goddamn head off. So with this one, with an electronic rig, with this one, the Puffco Peak Pro, you have the app, as I've shown before. You could dial exact temperatures. If you want to blow your head off, you could do that on the Puffco as well. But you could also take those temperatures a lot down lower. And for rosin, you know that's what we like to do. The Puffco is going to be your on-the-go device. You're going to be using this glass rig more in home. And you know what? I've been waiting. Let's go ahead and start. And I'm going to actually start with the glass rig, so we can show you the function and how this thing works. And we're going to be starting off with this lemon shortbread today. lemon shortbread. This is a slightly sativa dominant strain. It's going to be about 55% sativa, 45% indica. The strains that make up this lemon shortbread is going to be lemon skunk and cinnamon cookies. And this beauty here, let me show you all, is coming in at 83.8% THC. Okay, so as we always do, I'm gonna grab a nice sized dab on our hot knife here, and we're gonna get this thing started. I appreciate everyone that's been supporting the channel. Thanks for the wait. This week we've been a little bit wait. It's been about 3.5 weeks since the last episode, but I got a lot of great feedback on that. I've been able to use my social media platforms to show a lot more of that and get it spread out more. So it's starting to pick up, man. I've been appreciating all the support that I've gotten from all of you all in the cannabis community as well. So this is my torch. When you use a regular rig, you're gonna need a nice torch. You can go to a smoke shop and get the regular trigger torches and stuff like that. But I find that if you go to Walmart and just go to like the camping section, the outdoor section, they have these propane tanks here that are for like campground gas. And they only cost about like $4 for a tank. And you could buy the top part with this trigger for about another, I think it's like $12 or $13. So, and these things last for about a year. You can use this over and over again for like at least 8 months to a year. And that's a great buy right there. So I'm gonna show you all the heat up on this. Just turned a little bit. And whenever you do a glass nail, we're gonna heat up right here on this banger. So I give it about, I go for a corner and I heat it up here for about 45 seconds, or until I see the corner that I want to be going bright red. So we're gonna be doing this heat up real quick. Comment below whether you prefer glass or electronic rigs for your dabs, or do you like pens? Some people prefer pens. Okay, I'm not doing the exact time, but I see my corner here starting to glow red. Now this is the part that might make it a little less convenient for some of you users, is you do have a waiting period. You don't want to take a burning hot dab, but you want to make sure that you get yourself a good cap. And we're gonna wait for this to cool off. Mental count in my head. Okay, that's about 45 seconds, and we're gonna give this lemon shortbread a go. I'm gonna do a drop into here, and then let's take this first dab off a glass. Power. And man, nothing hits your chest like a dab off a glass rig. I will say that the Puffco does not compare in the power that this thing produces. And I feel like I waited a nice amount of time, so I did catch a lot of that lemon inhale. It's like a cookie, nutty, like a nutty cookie exhale. It's like a small aftertaste of that with this. Let me see this. And yeah, it's that sativa dominant, so you get an immediate stimulating type of feel. I'm feeling up. That's a great one right there. Straight lemon, strong lemon aftertaste, and the medical benefits of this strain, the lemon shortbread, is it's stimulating, as I said. It fights chronic fatigue. It's another one that is good for depression. If you have chronic stress, this is another strain that's good for like headaches, migraines, and if you have chronic pain, this lemon shortbread keys in on that, and it is great. And I'm telling you, after taking that first dab of the day off of this glass, that was a really fulfilling hit. You could probably see my eyes drop just a little bit, and I enjoy it. And the only thing that I would say against the glass is convenience. You're gonna make a little bit of noise with that torch. A dab off of glass, since it is so much fuller, you're gonna get a bit of smell, but like we all know, concentrated smell does not last long. But it's definitely an indoor experience at your own place. I would break out the glass. Set this to the side for a second, and we're gonna move on to another strain here. And this time we're gonna be checking it out on the Puffco. Now, you know my baby Sky High, my Puffco. I have this electronic rig that I've had now for about, I'd say 4 months. And it's been a great experience with my dab rig. Since the last video, I have taken this back home to Cleveland. And actually, I'll break down a little bit. You want to make sure that your rig is very, very clean. And you send it in that carry-on, that underneath, I mean. And it should be able to come back out. If they have any type of problems, you know, this is a scent, an oil diffuser, right? But I went back home to Cleveland, and it was great dabs at home. And I just felt like this is such a great thing as far as portability. You could take this on the go with you. There's been a lot of times where I went to parks and just took it in the car with me. It's just that type of thing. It's convenient. You don't have all these steps of heating it up. Like, this is still very hot, and you have to watch this around anybody running around. And when you're trying to have a session or something like that, you could hit this one time and pass it around. You know, this one you will have to heat up and wait, and heat up and wait, and heat up and wait. So these are the pros and cons. Yeah, so when I took this back home, the only thing about a Puffco is they're going to be a lot more expensive than a glass pipe. This comes in at a price point of about $400. You could get yourself a nice pipe from a nice glass rig from a glass shop, a smoke shop, for about $100 to $150. So that's a major jump right there. So you're paying for this convenience, and you're paying for this portability. And that's one thing about your Puffco. Another great thing about Puffco is you do have that exact temperature that you could dial up. And I'm sorry, I took a dab not too long before I started shooting, so I'll just do a quick wipe up, and we're set to go again. And this next strain that we're going to be doing is going to be the Garlic Breath. Garlic Breath. Now, this Garlic Breath is a indica dominant strain. It's going to be GMO, and you know we've reviewed GMO strains a few different times here. And it's going to be mixed with a Mendo Breath. And this is coming in at 84.98%. So we have our Garlic Breath here, which is, we know is going to be having that fresh peeled garlic smell. It's very tasty, like a pasta food kind of smell. And we're going to load this up into our Puffco. Check out the consistency of this Garlic Breath here. Now we got this indica dominant, so you might see more of a shoulder droppage from me. Just let that cool down a little bit. I want to give a shout out to my cousin, Lo. It's just Big Guy on Instagram. Great people, has shown me a lot of the ways. Also a fellow weed guru and connoisseur. Also, I want to give a shout out to Lovely Glow Glam business in Cleveland. They have all of your skincare, all of your facial scrubs, all of your beard bombs for your men. They're located in Cleveland. You can look them up on Instagram at Lovely Glow Glam. Lovely Glow Spa. And let's go ahead and load up our garlic breath, which is a lot more of a liquid consistency. Load this up into our Puffco Peak Pro. And with an electronic rig, you could just load up the app here. And it's connected here through my Puffco Peak Pro app. And I have different heat profiles set. We're gonna take this right to 470. And let's start this off. You can see it all heat up right there, and it makes it a lot more easier. If you're an elderly consumer and you don't want to go through all of these steps here, I would see that the electronic rig will be a lot more easier for you, a lot more able to control. And you could go exactly to your temperature of ease so you're not blowing your lungs away. This thing is ready to go, and we're gonna try this garlic breath. I'm gonna tell you this, that strain particularly just hits a little bit more harder. That's that strength. 84.98% THC. And this ball cap here really makes it produce a lot of more vapor. When I was back home in Cleveland, I broke my second ball cap. So we're on to ball cap number 3. There are a lot of great Facebook groups. They have Puffco Peak Party Facebook group. I want to give a shout out to them. And they have a lot of great glass makers that make custom caps and everything like that. So check them out. And like I was saying before, with this E-rig, you get a couple dabs where it's like one hard-hitting dab off of the glass rig. You get a few different dabs where you could sit back and taste it, and you could control how long those dabs run too. I think they have up to about 2 minutes on the Puffco Peak Pro app. I use it to about 1:05, 1:10 per, and then I'll let it cool for a good second and restart it again so we can have another taste of that. But you definitely taste freshly peeled garlic. It's like a Italiano night, you know. You get your good pasta, your pesto from this garlic breath. With it's like a spicy undertone. I think that's what made it hit my throat a little bit harder, where I almost died off of that first hit. It's like a spicy undertone that you taste with that. And on the medical side of things, this strain is also another one that is sedating. If you wanted to get some good rest after nighttime, I would recommend you ending your night with this. It helps fight insomnia. This is another one that is good for chronic stress, chronic depression. If you're having a hard day and you want to come home and just unwind at the end of the night, kick your feet back, check out some Roseanne or some oldies on the TV, I recommend you going ahead and checking out this garlic breath here. I'll take one more hit from that. Some upcoming reviews. You know, I'm in Colorado Springs. We're a land of just great parks and natural parks and wildlife out here. So on the next couple episodes, I'm gonna be taking us over to the park. We'll do some mobile reviews. So let me know in the comments any other ideas of where you might want to see us do a review. We'll go take it there, and we'll keep them coming, y'all. We're definitely on the grind. Be on the lookout for these future episodes of Toke with Tay. I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a clean out, and we'll move on to one more strain. And this one is so special, I think I might want to try it on both. We'll start off with the Puffco, and then I'll move on to the glass rig to wrap things up for you all this episode. But yeah, another thing with your glass red, let me see if I got any more notes on here that I really want to read off. You get, if you get those temperatures right, and they do make like thermometers and stuff that you could put in here and get your temperatures exactly right, your hit is going to be more flavorful off of the glass. But with this exact temperature, it's just a smaller hit, but it might be just as flavorful off the E-Rig. These you could take outside. They're easier for a session, more people. You could maximize. That's another big point. I can maximize a lot more wax with my Puffco because you don't have to take a big hit. Like, I'll be showing y'all bigger hits when I show you on the hot knife, but you could really take a smallest amount of wax and get a couple decent hits on your Puffco, whereas on this one you're going to be running through more. But a benefit of that is with this is if you wanted to catch reclaim and be able to use that for edibles or even just a dab again, you're going to be able to catch it. Once it flows down to the bottom here, I collect a lot of reclaim down here. Whereas in the Puffco, I'm cleaning this weekly, and although I get small amounts of reclaim probably built up by the atomizer and sometimes inside of here, it's not nowhere near as much as you could pick up from a glass rig. But this next strain that we're going to be trying here, and our final strain from CEC, we're going to be trying Tropicana Banana. Tropicana Banana. And this is a great one. I like it a lot. And I'm finding out some different things. Once I did a little bit of studying on this strain, it's different than what I actually personally feel when I take a dab from this. But I'm going to read off both. I'm going to read off what... and shout out to sites like Leafly, sites like All Buds, sites where they just have information on marijuana. So even though I have my intuition, I could tune in on what the internet is saying and give you all a more accurate, detailed description of each strain that we're trying. But I was looking over at, I think, All Buds on this one, and they're reading this one, Tropicana Banana, off as a sativa dominant strain. Even though, in my experience, all banana strains pretty much knock me out. They're heavy sedating, and I take them before I go to bed or something like that. But this one is coming in at 81.44%. Take this off so I can show y'all. And this one is like the most liquid type of consistency that I do have. And this is a mixture of Tropicana cookies and banana kush. So those Tropicana, a lot of the Tropicana strains are sativa dominant, but a lot of the banana strains have been indica dominant. So, that's where I might have got it mixed up in the beginning. But let's take a dab off of your Puffco first. And like I was saying, you could take a smaller dab like this with your Puffco and you're still gonna get a few different hits off of it, flavorful and all. And we're gonna dial it up to that tasty setting on my app here. And it lets you know exactly when your bowl has cooled down to a great temperature again. I had turned it off and there it goes, just set right back up. And it's showing my chamber setting, my bowl temperature at 172 degrees. So anything under 200 degrees, I feel like I'll drop another dab under there. And we're gonna go. Let's get a little disco ball mode going here. Get all of the colors. Y'all tell me what strains y'all been smoking on, man. What's been good out here? I've been hearing about some new flower that I gotta grab and try out for y'all. So we're gonna do some blunts and some joints reviews coming up soon. But it's a lot of new strains coming out, and I gotta give y'all some. So let's check out this Tropicana Banana. Immediately, you get that banana taste going out on the exhale. Definitely, it's a very fruity-full banana taste. Mm. Yes, indeed. And immediately you feel that cerebral high. It's like a straight tingly type of feeling. I'm feeling, I will say that. I've always felt like this has woken me up in the beginning, but I'm probably going to take a nap not too long after this. Be in the bed like, dabs, glass or E-Raid. I'm going to do a little boost on that because I'm talking shit over here high. But yeah, y'all, I want to let y'all know Soundplug Studio is starting to pick up now. We're starting to get more people coming. Come check us out. Look us up on Instagram. Check us out. We got a lot of good musicians out here going in Colorado Springs. I like to get in contact with you all. I'm an audio engineer. Hi. I'm an audio engineer here as well. So let me know and I'll get your sessions together. Yeah, if you ever want having a nice little drink like a mimosa or a margarita or something, you want something fruity to smoke on, I would get that Tropicana banana. Definitely a enjoyable tasting. It's like a fruit basket with leaning towards the banana side. And yeah, this is a great high right here. I feel it. I'll joke around, sit with friends and shit. You know, have a good time off of this one here. Yes, indeed. That's very enjoyable. I'm gonna do one more off of this glass rig here. Just for some overkill, right? Shout out to Knapsack Productions. Shout out to McLean Imaging. Shout out to my bro Dub Jetson. Shout out to my bro KB. Shout out to my bro Dave. Let's torch it up, y'all. Y'all light one up with me right here for this last one, man. If y'all got rigs, if y'all got the blunt, y'all done put it out to the side just to check out some information, go ahead and pull that boy up and let's just blaze. Good times, man. Good times. Y'all stay tuned for these other Toke with Tays, man. We appreciate y'all checking us out each time. I'm learning and growing. Trying to be more entertaining for y'all behind the camera. Y'all give me some ideas, man, because I'm going to be here for a while. We're going to stay and keep growing. I got this coming up towards the end. We got a lot more coming for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. And look how that, get a close in on this. Now that's a dab. That's sexy right there. Wax pouring for you. Go ahead and drop this in here. I'm gonna give it about 20 more seconds because I want this to be very good on the flavor side. I want to get this temperature basically back down. Sometimes I'll rotate my hands close around it just to feel how hot this shit done got. Let me give it about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 20. Yes, indeed. Hey, y'all, stop by y'all near dispensary. Get y'all some of that Tropicana banana. For sure, for sure. It's your boy Tater Don. I holla.